All right, we should get running quick, huh? Oh, locker rooms, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yep. Let's do it.
Just whatever's comfortable. I mean, we don't need to blow out your ears. I just want you to hear what it sounds like to be going.
I got on here.
All right, I will just do a run for our intro just so we can get straight into commercials.
Okay.
So. Welcome in here, everybody, to Eudora District Stadium. We've got the Ka Valley State Bank pregame show next here. You are in the right place. Don't go anywhere. Friday night lights are finally back. Just so we could get into that.
Yep. We're running out of time. I'm also going to be, I know.
That's like really trash. I feel like there's supposed to be one. It could be hiding in the
Yeah. Sometimes there's some stuff on that Google Drive I didn't even know about.
That's Spring Hill.
Big wheels keep on turning. Me home to see my kids. There wasn't anything for Eudora in there?
Hmm?
There wasn't anything for Eudora?
There was, just not the open. I'm looking for the open.
Okay, it's closed. Skies are blue. You know, I got some area matchups. Might be able to have
Yeah,
some
I wouldn't
keys
get
to
into
the
that
game.
right away. That could be
No, I know.
could be a halftime thing or whatever. What is it? That's begins soon.
Got all Frontier League opponents here.
This is
Yeah, I don't know where our open is. Just Oh, are we back? That was the freaking thing? All right, hey, we're back here, so. All right, hello, everybody. Welcome in here to Eudora District Stadium. It has been a while since we got to talk to you from this press box. Reed McAvoy back here with you, but I've got a new person sitting beside me, actually a couple people with me. Cooper Gran here, who was the voice of Galena Sports Live last year, will be my co-commentator today. And we also got Hayden Harves here in the booth running camera. He will be doing color for me the rest of the way. But Cooper, it is great to be with you here today. Just a few minutes out from kickoff, what are some of your thoughts coming into this game?
Yeah, just football season's finally here. It's a beautiful crowd turnout we got here. Don't see a whole lot of gray in the bleachers out here, and I know the kids are excited to get football season underway. They're chomping at the bit, walking out on the field now, and football season's almost here. Friday Night Lights, baby.
Yeah, you mentioned the weather. It is beautiful here. It is 74 right now. The sun is going to set in just about an hour, and that will make it cool up quite a bit. It'll get down to like 67, 65 as this game is coming to an end. But they say that it's about 20 degrees warmer for the players out there on the field, so that'll still be a little warm for them. But boy, I'll tell you, it is pretty cool for us. And here we are on the Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show. They're not just your bank, they're your neighbors. Kaw Valley State Bank is proud to serve the Eudora community and is proud to support Cardinal athletics. For more information, visit their website at kawvalleystatebank.com, and there you can see your Cardinals running out onto the field here for the first time, ready to take on the Hayden Wildcats of Topeka. And this is a very intriguing matchup. You look at it, Hayden come in off of a phenomenal season. They went 12-1 last year, only losing in the title game, but that's the 3A title game. And if you know your school sizes, Eudora here is a 4A taking on a 3A school, one of the best around at the 3A level, whereas Eudora had a pretty middle of the pack season in the 4A level last year. But that would just make this all the more intriguing. And it is also a long overdue second date here. This is only the second time these schools have ever played, despite both existing for more than 100 years. The only time they played was 20 years ago, November 12th, 2004, in the third round of the playoffs. And the Cardinals were no match for Hayden that day. They lost 42-6, and Hayden went on to end that year 14-0 as state champs. But they meet once again here, and I think they're on very different trajectories here. That was a good Eudora team. They ended that year 8-4, but I think it's just a very different time here. Hayden has actually been steadily declining in terms of enrollment. They dropped to 3A last year, or were relegated, you could say, and then even dropped again. They're now middle of the pack in terms of that 3A enrollment, whereas last time they were one of the biggest 3A schools. Not that that will factor in what's going on out on the field, just some information for you as you know, to try to contextualize where these schools are in terms of their size and what we might see out there on the field as we begin to embark on a brand new season. We're going to go back to a commercial break here, but keep it here as we are about 7 minutes from kick.
Sweet. What do I got?
Hey, could you see if they have starting lineups so we can maybe just like take a picture with your phone?
Yep. They just have defense right now.
Okay.
Starting lineups for the visiting Wildcats. Number 2,
I don't know if you want to mark those down.
Number 6,
Nah.
Xander Blakesy. Number 9, Jensen Trickle. Number 22, Jude Fritz. Number 23, Rondell Harris. Number 25, Cade Mitchell. Number 34, Trenton Tetuan. Number 36, Jackson McGivern. Number 44, Broderick Desch. Number 52, Andrew Rohr. And number 60, Julian McGivern. Wildcats are coached by Bill Arnold. And now the defensive starters for your Cardinals. A 6'3" junior, number 0, George Hayden. A 6'1" senior, number 4, Hayden Bondon. A 6'1" senior, number 8, Errol Seaman.
Welcome back here as they are running through the starting lineups here for your Cardinals. We will do the same. It is a new starting quarterback. Connor Watson steps in after Manley graduated last year. Errol Seaman returns for his senior year at running back. Van Dong, who last year played tight end, that's Braden Van Dong, will be playing slot receiver. Kevin Hendrickson will be alongside him. Christian Jarrett is the X. Starting on the offensive line, got Bradshaw here alongside Winton, Crable playing center, Jordan and Lewis. I'll get you some full names here so we can familiarize ourselves. We've got Leland Bradshaw returning after a really good year last year where he put up 56 tackles. Cage Crable playing center. We saw him have a good basketball season last year on Eudora Sports Live. Starting at right guard is Ethan Winton, the junior. The left guard, Austin Jordan, in his sophomore year. Coach Steffen, when I talked with him, called him out as a player that should impress this season and that we will become familiar with. And Carter Lewis, a freshman, starting over at left tackle. And then the defensive side of things, we will have George Hagen starting defensive line. Riley Nice alongside him. Cage Crable at the nose. Leland Bradshaw playing tackle. Just mentioned how good he was last year. Van Dong will be playing safety. Janovec, one of the linebackers. That's Sylvie Janovec. And Newt Schreiner, one of the other linebackers. Errol Seaman will be playing strong safety. Mulva Hill at free. Christian Jarrett playing corner alongside Brody Wanger. Just getting familiar with the new positions that we'll be seeing guys at. So quite a few of those names we are familiar with, but some new ones coming in. We mentioned the freshmen starting on the offensive line. And they take on Hayden. We don't have starting lineups for them, but we will become more familiar with them as they go on. They are coming off a phenomenal year, as we mentioned. Got 3.5 left to kick. What you got, Coop?
Oh, I was just saying, their head coach, Bill Arnold, headed into year 18, had a long, storied career at Topeka Hayden, so he's seen a lot of football, and we'll see what these Cardinals can do tonight.
So I got a chance to talk with Coach Drew Steffen, asked him a few questions about this team. First one of the questions I asked him, what are some key differences in this team from last year? He said, we graduated some really good players and guys who are playing at the next level. We bring back a solid nucleus of starters, but we will be super young at a few spots. These young guys have been committed in the weight room, worked hard on the field, and are competing their tails off. There will be growing pains, but our eyes are on being good come weeks 7, 8, and 9. And I asked him who were some players whose growth stood out to him over the offseason. He called out George Hagen, who'll be playing tight end and defensive end. He said he's a game changer at 6'3", 200 pounds. He affects the game on both sides of the ball, and he's got a year of varsity football under his belt, which will be huge. Preston White, as a sophomore, looked really good at receiver, making the right plays and also big plays. And he also called out Kevin Hendrickson, saying he has stepped up at slot and brought his game to a new level. I asked him his expectations. He said, I don't think our expectations change. We want to be a good football team in the playoffs that no one wants to play because of our physicality on both sides. And, of course, the Cardinals did make a run into the second round of the playoffs last year. It ended up coming short at Atchison, which Atchison were one of the best teams around. They were undefeated at that time, and they took on the Cardinals. And even still, the Cardinals really did give them a fight. I want to say it was until the second or third quarter that Atchison really started finally pulling away from the Cards, but it was a very start their first drive here of the season out at the 20-yard line. Connor Watson, and we are going to begin with some flags with a false start penalty. Truly to the red zone.
By Colton Bowser there, he was really the last line of defense. Nice job staying low and wrapping up tackling there. Prevent running back getting any further.
So 4th and 10. They are not opting for the field goal. They are going to go for it. There is the potential to pick up a first down if they could get inside the 2. Receiver going in motion. It's a high snap. Can the Cardinals capitalize here? They sure can. Van Dong brings him down. The Cardinals escape that issue that they put themselves in style. They're now going to be starting significantly better than the kickoff. They'll get the ball around the 30-yard line. What a conversion we've seen today. Some pretty unimpressive offense for the most part. So 6:36 on the clock. 6:36 on the clock. Wallmeyer under center. He's going to hand it off. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Another, which means even he has never played against the Eudora Cardinals, as it was 20 years ago. 4:15 on the clock. Okay, so this internet still doesn't work. They told us it did.
You got, are you trying to do hotspot?
Nah, I'm using their Wi-Fi. It's supposed to, like, I know that we should try to get there. Okay, we got something. We'll just recap that first quarter.
Yeah.
But he said, like, BJ said, don't get caught up on, like, when there's issues and stuff. Like, call it, don't pretend like it didn't happen, but don't be like, well, sorry again about missing that whole first quarter. Like, just move on in life. So go ahead and get ready to be there. All right, welcome back in here. We had some technical difficulties there, but we are back here for the second quarter. To describe that first quarter to you, it was a stalemate. The offenses could not make any progress down the field, but the defenses were also making some stout plays. Cardinals had a sack, but they also fumbled their first play of the game. They've struggled with some false starts, and this might be a fumble here. Watson lost that one, and it looks like they are indeed calling it a fumble. It's a Hayden ball. He was trying to throw there, and when he pulled up, lost the ball, and it is Wildcats again in a dangerous area.
Yeah, the Wildcats have been backed up in their own territory since opening kickoff right now. They just haven't been able to fight themselves out of a hole yet, whether it's penalties, whether it's fumbles, which are becoming a major part. Luckily, their defense came out ready to play. We'll see what they can do here.
And a flag here.
Flag on the play, initial indication false start on Hayden, and that will be the call. That'll back up to Wildcats 5. They'll have it first and 15 from the 45-yard line.
First and 15. The Wildcats with an offensive false start of their own. Here is the first and 15 play. It's a handoff to the right, and nearly getting back to pick up the first there, McGivern. Very effective second down run there.
Once again, Errol Seaman in there to make the tackle. He's been all over the field.
Gain of 10 on the play gives Wildcats a 2nd and 5.
Here is 2nd and 5 from the 25. McGivern looking for Schrickle, and he finds him. They're going to be inside the 5-yard line.
Pass complete to Jensen Schrickle. That pass and catch good for a Hayden first down.
Cardinals, though, have already made 2 really good stands. This, though, is as close to the end zone as the team from Topeka have been. Could we see our first points here? The Cardinals hope not. First and goal, 5-yard line. The give to Mitchell, and Mitchell is in. It is a touchdown for the junior. The Wildcats score first here and take the lead over the Cardinals. It seemed inevitable with where the ball was stuck on the field. They just could not get out of their own territory. Could the Cardinals, and now the Wildcats out in front.
Yeah, I mean, it was just run heavy, and then that back shoulder throw to Schrickle just went up and got it. And Hayden, with the amount of time they spent in Cardinal territory, they were due. They had the Cardinals deep in their own territory there in the opening minutes of the game, and that time Wildcats made them pay.
It would appear that the Wildcats want to kick here. And indeed they will. Mason Becker puts that one through. So we've got a 7-0 ball game.
7-0.
We will take a short break here on Eudora Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. Apparently the stream's back now, so. Like, why? I see now it's buffering. What do I do? But they also said, my mom texted me and said, like, make sure you're careful. They can hear us. So right now it's lagging. But
So they can't hear us right now,
I don't know. Really not sure.
That's weird because
Coming back. All right. Back here for kickoff. The Cardinals will hope things will go better here. Last kickoff resulted in a touchback, and then immediately there was a false start penalty. Back deep to return. There is Hubler and Preston White.
Preston White and Dennis Hoover about to receive the kick.
To kick off will be Mason Becker, the sophomore. Here we go again. The Cardinals fans getting loud. It's a good kick by Becker. It will be fielded well by Hubler. And Hubler will get out to about the 38-yard line. That is exactly what the Cardinals did. And you can feel the excitement here in the Eudora District Stadium. They knew that that was something they needed. What might this drive look like, Cooper, now that they're starting in a better part of the fly? And indeed, false start Cardinals. I don't know if there's any way to tell, Cooper, but can you see, do you think it might be more on Watson or is it on the offensive line? Where are these false start issues coming from?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, you got to think at this point it's a little bit of everywhere with the amount that's been called, but it could have something to do with their funny-looking formation.
Just trying to, maybe some growing pains. Watson, though, here he goes. He showed he could run last year, and a really great carry there down to the 32. Exactly what the Cardinals needed. They are finally in plus territory. I talked with Coach Steffen. I asked him last year, Watson showed off how impressive he was running the football. And how is that going to affect the offense this year? And he said having a QB that can run the option on full display there, his running ability, getting the Cards down to around the 30. The give to Seaman. Actually, it's kept by Watson. Going to the left side now, and he'll pick up 5, maybe 7. So the Cardinals temporarily avoiding a false start penalties. I think it might also be, you can see that the Hayden line, they need to just lock in. And when I was playing, my coach always had us just stare at the football, don't look at anything else, and you don't move until that ball moves. 9:30 on the clock, 2nd and 4, 26-yard line. Watson under center. Looks like it's a give to Seaman, and he won't get very far. It'll be 3rd and short.
For this, with Connor Watson keeping the ball, it's been very effective. I wouldn't be surprised if Eudora tries to find a way to keep the ball in his hands here.
To the end zone 3 of those times. Here, though, this 3rd down carry will not go anywhere. So it's going to be
handed off, and Eudora's fortunate not to fumble there. Just they were both playing tug of war over the ball, and there was a Hayden defender there trying to bring him down.
Certainly a feeling of getting into the swing of things, warming up, getting ready, getting familiar with what this offense is going to look like this year. There are jamborees and things of that sort, but there's nothing quite the same as like the preseason that we see in the NFL, where they really get a feel for things. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to take a timeout here, discuss how they want to go about this 4th and 3 from the 25. We'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, so the stream's good now, so we're good.
Awesome. Sweet.
I almost feel like, I don't know why, I almost feel like I'm running the camera better when I'm sitting down than when I'm standing. It's a little more static. I'm not trying to jump around.
Might just have to stand up.
Oh, yeah. There are times I stand, too. It helps you get into the game
It
more.
does so much more,
So much more, you're saying.
I think.
I'm just very locked in on making sure all of this is doing its freaking job.
I'm having a very hard time keeping stats with a notebook piece of paper. Trying to keep penalties, who scores, things.
All right, get ready to come back.
Winners will be announced tonight or contacted as soon as they stop that auction.
All right, back here. 4th and 3, 25-yard line. Watson in shotgun. Errol Seaman to his left. The give to Seaman. Goes back for a second. Fighting for distance on the right side. Does he have the first? They signal stop the clock, but that could mean a turnover or a first. Haven't seen a clear indication. And now the Hayden defense begins to celebrate. Still don't know that we've seen a signal, but I suppose it's going to be a Hayden football. Errol must have come up just short there.
Yeah, the far side judge was standing about a yard short of that first down marker. Did just about everything he could until he ran out of room here on the near sideline.
So it is a Hayden ball once again. They now have the ball and the lead for the first time today. 7:51 on the clock, their own 24. The give to Mitchell. Mitchell in some space to the right side. Fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he is brought down by a few different Cardinals. I saw Colton Bowser get in on that one first. If the Cardinals could make a stand here, they could still look for getting the ball in a nice part on the field. But that's a long ways away here, only on 2nd down.
I just feel like this is a big drive in the game. I mean, Hayden getting the ball out of halftime, and with how their offense has started to find a groove.
Here's a pitch now to the left side, makes a man miss, and actually a flag will come in as Jarrett will eventually stop the forward progress of Jensen Schrickle.
Schrickle, the ball carrier, tackled by C.J. and Salvi. Flag down on the play.
Did you see what that penalty was, Coop? I heard a pretty loud crowd reaction.
It looked like a block here on the near side.
And we've got holding on the offense, so that'll back them up.
I believe if you were to go back and watch it, or from what I saw here, there's a block. I didn't catch the number for the Wildcats, but.
So that'll make it 2nd and 20, I believe. Certainly deep in their dread zone. Or actually just in the dread zone at the 14-yard line. Van Dong now sitting on the field, looking at the referee, asking for the whistle to blow, and it now will. It looks like it might be a cramp. Don't know if something as serious as he is reacting would have come up out of nowhere. Trainer now comes out to stretch him out for a second. While we are here, we will go ahead and do our presenting sponsor. If I can pull that up real quick. Presented by Kansas Insurance, of course. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. And we are back here, 2nd and 20. And Van Dong did come off the field.
Sure, he won't be off the field for long. He's been the one bringing the energy on defense. You see any big plays, hyping up the crowd.
And you know that he's eager to have a really solid senior year. He's been a part of a few different solid Cardinals teams. Here's a big throw from the lefty, and he's going to connect with Schrickle. And Schrickle has essentially reversed fields, getting down to the 36 of the Cards. Wallmeyer with a phenomenal throw.
Yeah, that was a great throw. He put that throw in only one spot, and that's where his guy could catch it. And Schrickle went out there and chased it down. I mean, a Cardinal defender was right there in the area, but a really good throw.
He put the perfect amount of strength on that one, the senior Wallmeyer. It's been interesting seeing a lefty QB. You really just don't see it that often anymore.
Could be the next Michael Penix.
And the handoff to Mitchell, and he won't go very far. But that is a killer play there. That huge completion just takes away that field positioning. It's right back where it's been most of the game. And I think that sucked a lot of the life out of the Cardinals temporarily. But, of course, still a one-possession game, and their defense has been very staunch. So no cause for panic, but that temporarily drops the spirits for sure.
Just got to forget about it and move on to the next play. There's nothing you can do except focus on the next play. And
just under 6 minutes here. 3 wide for Hayden. Will they look to throw again here with Wallmeyer? They sure will. A quick look to Schrickle. Schrickle trying to stay in on the left sideline, and he goes out right around the 35.
It's like about a gain of 6. Schrickle tightrope that near sideline.
I don't think we have seen anybody else targeted by Wallmeyer.
No.
Been a whole lot of Schrickle. The two seniors, Wallmeyer and Schrickle, neither one of them standing over 5'9", but they have been dominating this game so far. .5:39 on the clock, 3rd and 6. Mitchell in motion, Wallmeyer rolling to his right. Now looks downfield and just throwing that one away. Schrickle was in the area, but that'll make it 4th down.
Schrickle was looking the other way. He didn't even know the ball was in the air.
I don't think that Wallmeyer was even actually trying to find him. That didn't seem like a throw of earnest. I think it was just, this play is not developing how it should. Let's get this over with, go for the 4th down play. And they will be going for this 4th down in Cardinal territory. Cards already with a couple 4th down stops. .5:32 to go. Beautiful weather here right now in Eudora, and a timeout taken by the Wildcats. So we will also go to a short break. All right, welcome back out of the timeout. Cardinals offense on the field. The Hayden team still being talked to by their coach. It is a 7-0 ball game right now. The 3A runner-ups on top, the team from Top City. That, of course, being the nickname for Topeka, if you didn't know, Cooper. So 4th and 6, 5:32 on the clock on the 34-yard line. Wildcats in the lead, trying to add on to it with this drive. They've got everyone wide here. So Wallmeyer will certainly be throwing. He rolls to his left. He's got Mitchell, and instead he finds a new receiver, completing with Connor Hanukkah, the junior. And it was enough for the first.
Yeah, I think, hold on.
They were gravitated towards Mitchell and Schrickle, the two players that have been really big for them so far, but now Hanukkah getting the ball in his hands. Now under center here, Wallmeyer, he's going to give it to Mitchell. Mitchell breaking through. I think that's going to be a 1st down, maybe a gain of 9. Split the Cardinals defense right down the middle. Parting the Red Sea, you could say.
Mitchell's been very quick with his cuts. His jukes and spin moves and whatnot, and he's only a junior, so he's been very impressive in this first half.
Yeah, got the touchdown to his name already, and he looked for a second there like he might be about to add a second one to his name. Still could here with 4:15 to go on this 2nd and 2 play inside the red zone. Mitchell in motion. And it was a quick handoff in there. Didn't see who to, but it won't matter as it does not go anywhere. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
Jackson McGivern, the ball carrier.
They say McGivern.
Riley Nice that got in there, made a great stop. I mean, Eudora really needing to stop here. Topeka's starting to really wear this Cardinal defense down. See kind of the hands on the hips, just trying to get a couple gasps of air before this critical 3rd down.
Yep, with 3.5 to go, 3rd and 1. Cardinals looking for a crucial stop here. They would love to set the Wildcats back a few yards. Going to be a give to Mitchell. Mitchell cutting left, cutting right. And looks like he got the first. As you can see, the far referee saying to stop the clock.
Eudora looked like they were all over that, but just the elusiveness of Mitchell there.
He was 3rd and 1
Yeah.
because it's a singular yard. But they did hold Mitchell to a short gain, which is still something to be a bit proud of, but it is 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 15. Under 3 to go. Wallmeyer still with it in his hands and now looking for his fullback, and it will fall incomplete. Some good effort there by Broderick Desch, the senior, but he could not get to it.
Grass ahead there, just kind of shot put it, Wallmeyer did, trying to force it over there, tough throw on the run kind of, and Cardinals catch a break.
Yeah, I know I already talked about it a bit, but I think the left-handedness of Wallmeyer really is sort of messing with the minds of the Cardinals. I'm sure they knew what they were in for this week, but you think that might mean that their defense is sort of playing inside out as he's always rolling to his left and looking to his left rather than to the right side of the field, which you might expect typically. Mitchell in motion here with 4 wide, so Wallmeyer's going to throw, looking to his left, and he's got someone, and it is Hanukkah brought down at the 10. 3rd down.
That was a bullet by Wallmeyer. Zipped that one into the soft spot and coverage. Hanukkah immediately hit.
They're now 10 yards from the end zone. Actually 6 yards from the end zone, 1 yard from the first down. I guess that was a bigger gain than I initially realized. And again, they go with the 4 wide, showing their hand to the Cardinals and daring them to stop their ability to move the ball through the air. And instead, they fake them out, and it's a run. And beautiful play call there. Did Wallmeyer come up just short?
Just short. Goal to go at the 1.
Even as a, of course we're here for the card. You got to compliment the play call there. They've done the 4 wide and passed all this entire drive, and then they put the 4 wide and run with Wallmeyer. They get the first, nearly get the touchdown. So now 2nd and goal from the 1. Looks like there's a conversation going on with the referee, and now Wallmeyer's going to get involved.
They're going to have to take a timeout here.
Yeah, 1st and goal. There was a conversion there on that one. And Hayden will indeed take a timeout. So we will do the same. 1:23 on the clock. Hayden knocking on the door of a 2nd touchdown. Cardinals backed up deep here, 1st and goal from the 1. A minute 23 on the clock. They had a crucial stop earlier in this game when Hayden was deep in the red zone. But now so close to the end zone, it's almost a foregone conclusion. Could the Cardinals make a stop here? And they will not. It's a fullback give there. I believe that's going to be Broderick Desch.
Yep, Desch just dove. As soon as he caught it, he just dove in there.
And it's just like we said with that 3rd and 1 earlier. You can play, but it's so hard to stop someone from going a single yard. And that's down to that full drive just being so good from the Hayden offense. And they now are on top 13.
And it all starts up front. I mean, right now Hayden is winning the battle of the trenches every time. They're creating lanes for their running backs, giving their quarterback time, good pass protection when he rolls out, and just allowing their plays to develop.
The extra point is good. The Cardinals will have 80 seconds to try and respond when we are back after a 30-second break. Is that Brandon? Two timeouts for the Cardinals. A minute 20 on the clock. They did have a nice return last time around by Des Hubler. He is back there alongside Preston White to try to return this one and set up the Cardinals for a good drive, maybe a last-second response before halftime. The kick by Becker. It'll bounce, and it's fielded here by one of the non-returners. Didn't see who got that ball. It's going to be around the 22 for the Cards.
Just kind of kicked into no man's land. Right there at the 20 near the sideline.
It was Newt Schreiner that ended up with that football. Was brought down right around the 22. He was just making sure that that didn't bounce any further if they want to get on the score.
Only a minute left.
It was really good at times with placing good throws, and they had Adrian Seals, a phenomenal receiver, who's gone on to Baker now. But this year, Christian Jarrett is going to be that X, or he goes by CJ. They could utilize him. They haven't really opted to so far. It's been a lot of Errol Seaman and Connor Watson right up the middle. Van Dong, of course, could also get involved on the receiving side of things. And throwing the ball down the field can result in, either it stops the clock or you move down further. What do you think, if they were to bring in the passing, how might that change up the look for this next 30 seconds for the Cardinals offense?
I mean, for the Cardinals, you got 2 timeouts here in 30 seconds. Haven't seen a whole lot of passes here. It would take a lot to get down there and score. Probably not going to kick a field goal. I mean, you're going for a touchdown. So, I mean, you could really go for it and you risk potentially throwing an interception or fumbling, or you just take a knee and go to half and talk about it, get the ball out of half, and could only be down 1 possession coming out of half, going down and scoring.
It's interesting you bring up field goals. Nate Steinlage was brought in to be the kicker and punter this year, the senior goalkeeper from the soccer team, but I can see him on the sideline, number 99. He is not wearing pads, so he is not playing in this game today, which means that Moody has been the kicker for the Cards, and he does not have quite the same range. Stefan said that he'd be comfortable with Steinlage kicking from 35 as we're going to come into this pass play for Jarrett, and CJ brings it down. There it is, Cooper. We talked about will they involve the passing game, and if so, it would be Christian Jarrett, and Christian Jarrett called upon and makes the play, and now Mitchell is down, which is very unfortunate for Hayden. It does provide an extra timeout.
But what a catch by Christian Jarrett, just going up and getting it over 2 Wildcat defenders.
Looks like this could be a pretty serious injury. We'll take a break here for a second. 21 seconds left on the clock. Cardinals now on the Hayden at 48. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Back here, 21 seconds left. Mitchell was brought off with his hand over the shoulder of his trainer. Cardinals, I mean, what a play. Jarrett got up against triple coverage and brought that down.
Hey, we were just talking about what the Cardinals should do.
What just happened here? Do we have a timeout taken? Not sure what just played out. Oh, it was they spiked the ball. The clock was not actually stopped after that. So it's now 2nd and 10, 19 seconds on the clock. That was just a little confusing coming out of the break.
I was looking at the PA
And they're looking for Jarrett again. And where's that one? Falls incomplete. Thought it might have been intercepted for a second. Seems that Coach Steffen, though, has heard our cries to involve the passing game.
Right.
And Watson not looking bad so far. He's trying to seek out his CJ, his ex-receiver, should say there, Christian Jarrett. 13 seconds on the clock now, 3rd and 10. Cardinals with 1 timeout remaining.
Not enough time for 2, maybe 3 plays.
Jarrett, the only one out wide. Jarrett downfield, throw is towards him. Triple coverage and overthrown. So now 4th and 10, 7 seconds left. Cardinal also needs to be careful not to present Hayden with a last-second chance, something where they could try and Hail Mary from the 50, because that just is bad news.
Absolutely. And you see number 25, Cade Mitchell, he's back on the field now, just went out a couple plays ago. Back on the field for the Wildcats in the secondary.
It's interesting, we've seen Hayden set up with 4 receivers. Meanwhile, the Cards have really only set up with 1. Jarrett got downfield, and Kevin Hendrickson was alongside him. This time, though, out wide, you can see Houston Carnegie. And actually, it was just a punt here, opting for the safe route and going ahead and ending the half. So 14-0 will be our halftime score. Hayden on top. The Cardinals, though, showing some signs of life right as the half came to an end. We're going to a halftime break here. Keep it here, Eudora Sports Live.
Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed.
For the stock market.
Today, there are real threats to press freedom.
Reaching residential areas.
And your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late. Understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
It's me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
All right, welcome in here to our Jean's Heartland Foods halftime show. Shop local and support local at Jean's Heartland Foods. Visit their website, eudora.heartlandfoods.com, to sign up for exclusive offers and rewards today. And that was an interesting half there, Cooper. It really started very slow. There was a lot of offensive struggles. And then right at the end there, in terms of the Cardinals at least, there was a flurry of action, some very impressive action. The huge completion to C.J. Jarrett. And then even just seeing them attempt to get it further down the field was just nice to see. Some aggressiveness from the offense, not holding back. And, you know, they have to get a bit aggressive now, down 14. Not an ideal situation to be in, especially in your season opener. You'd love to get the season off to a great start. What things did you like that you saw? What things should maybe change? Just give your thoughts on that first half.
Yeah, I mean, from the start of the game, the fumbles, 2 turnovers, that is really a dagger in this first half for the Cardinals. And then the penalties. The first quarter, there was quite a bit of penalties, whether it was holding, offsides, false starts, etc. And those really just were momentum killers. The second quarter, it was much cleaner by both teams, the penalties. But running-wise, Eudora wasn't able to get much started. What they were able to get started is Connor Watson. When he kept the ball, good things were happening. Had a big run, broke here in the Wildcat territory, and you saw a spark in that offense, and then it was just kind of stopped. I mean, Hayden has been all over these Cardinals all night, so it'll be interesting to see if they try and bring out some different formations in the second half. But I think running, like you said, it's always been Cardinal identity. So you know they're going to stick to their running, and then when they have the opportunity, try and catch the Wildcats off guard with a formation that looks similar to what they already ran and toss a pass in there. So I think Connor Watson's running stood out to me, and then Christian Jarrett, big catch. That's what you really like to see. He going up and getting that just through two defenders, showing how much he really wants it and wants his team to win this. So look for him to have a big second half. Look for Connor Watson to have a big second half and really ignite this offense. And then defense, got to be stout. Just shut down this Wildcat run game. They're going to keep running it until you show that you can stop it.
Yeah, there were a lot of positives, but the false starts, man, those were much too recurring for the Cardinals offense. You know, one or two is one thing, especially in the first game, but it just kind of kept happening. But then the second quarter was really good all around. Watson's running was phenomenal, and then he was finding some space to make those throws to Jarrett. It really was, as I said, pretty much just Jarrett getting downfield, and that might be a matter of having to hold the Hayden team at bay, give Watson some time to make those throws. But if they can work on that protection, I'd love to see a couple receivers get down just to occupy the secondary more, because right now it's Jarrett against three defenders, which he still made a play happen, but that's not a great play in terms of maybe the odds play. You'd like to pull people away from him and then still be able to attack to your best receiver. But he has shown some skills, so has Watson. And even though it's 14-0, this game is so far from over, and the Cardinals are very much so still in this game. They would love to score first coming out of the half, but that's not a necessity. But I mean, we're getting into the second half. It's about time to get it into gear and start going on offense, which I think going into the locker room, plenty of cause for positive feelings on the offensive side of things. We will take another break here from the Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. Don't go anywhere.
Has 45 yards on the ground.
Oh wait, I already did.
With 2 touchdowns.
Size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jeans Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jeans Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jeans' friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jeans Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
back here on the halftime show as we are about 3 minutes out from kickoff here. Just looking back at that first half, 2 rushing touchdowns for Hayden, and you said that what are your stats for the game here, Coop? You were telling me
so we just had, thanks to the PA announcer giving us stats here, on 20 plays, 78 yards for Eudora there in the first half, and you think Christian Jarrett had a 30-yard catch, and then Connor Watson has 35 yards on the ground, and about 30 of those are on one of his runs, so around 60 yards in 2 plays, so 2 big chunk plays, and then you look at it from there, there's only been 18 yards outside of it, so it's just been a couple shot plays or shot play, and then you haven't been able to get much going on the ground. It's just Topeka Hayden's front 4 have been overpowering, and Eudora's just got to wear them down, just keep running and stick to your identity and try and wear them down.
And that's really where the field positioning battle comes into play. If the Cardinals make that same 30-yard pass, but they were starting around midfield, then they're in the red zone trying to knock on the door of getting into the end zone. But they've been so far back this whole time, and it's just been so difficult. But to see that offense get moving, now if they can add in the good defense, which they've already had, if they can get the good defense to continue, put themselves in a good spot, add on the good offense, that's all you needed. It seems so simple, doesn't it, Cooper?
It's a simple game, but when you break it down, it doesn't seem so simple anymore.
And we've got 2 minutes about from second half kick. We will take one last break, but when we're back, it should be pretty much time for kickoff.
Mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Eudora Parks and Recreation is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. Their goal is to provide recreational opportunities for the community of Eudora that will enhance and promote a healthy lifestyle for all ages. The Eudora Parks and Recreation Department gives Eudora residents and others from surrounding communities the opportunity for family-oriented activities. Visit their website at eudoraparksandrec.org to view their youth and adult programs, leagues, memberships, facilities, activity guides, and more, and follow them on all social media at Eudora Parks and Rec.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
All right, welcome back in here. Gene's Heartland Foods halftime show is concluded as the third quarter is about to get underway. Cardinals will be kicking off here.
Yeah, some area matchups for you guys. Basehor-Linwood up 20-0 against Leavenworth. Fort Scott leads Paola 27-0 with 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Spring Hill leads 22-0 over Bonner Springs at half. And Lewisburg leads Tonganoxie 14-7 at the start of the third quarter.
And here at the start of this third quarter, Moody with a great kickoff there. Goes out through the end zone for a touchback. So the 20-yard line is where we will be underway here to start. And that second half kick was brought to you by Main Street Scoops and Sweets. Offering premium Wisconsin-made ice cream, this sweet shop also has an in-house bakery that offers a wide variety of delicious baked goods. It's always ice cream time at Main Street Scoops and Sweets. So we talked about the Cardinals had an exciting end to that first half, but now Hayden with the ball, and there's a flag on this play, but it's going to be a big gain if it stands, as Jackson McGivern goes out past the third. Could we see yet another
play out in
dread zone standing at the 10? Big opportunity here for the Cards. 1st and 20. The give to McGivern, it looks like, and gets maybe 6 on that one. Cooper on both sides.
I mean, these penalties, neither team, we've had penalty issues on both sides and haven't seen them able to be corrected yet.
It's key, though, what you said, yes, learning from it. You want to try and do better next time than struggle so far. And here's a give to McGivern once again. And he'll go down at the 25. So quickly, third down here. 3rd and 5. Colton Bowser with the tackle on that one.
Third down and about 5 here. Got to think.
Clock, because the running the ball means running the clock. Though just as I say that, they will go for the. So no third down stop for the Cardinals defense.
15-yard gain. Just Heinen found himself a soft spot.
Team R. Heinen there was 5-5. McGivern
coming out of the locker room and making a statement.
It's more. Just a gain of a couple.
It's like we got it.
Going to be a timeout for an injured player here.
Rohr wanted to stay on the field. He's the injured player. Ran off the field under his own power. Play stops. Got to miss one play. High school Acacia rules.
So 21-0 is our score after Hayden drove down, got into the end zone by way of McGivern. Errol Seaman has been the featured man of this drive, but now it's going to be Connor Watson, and he was nearly gone. Credit to Jensen Schrickle with a crucial tackle there. He was the last man there, cramping up, it would look like. You can show it, it's fine.
Yeah, burst of speed and a big pickup there. I felt the gust of wind from up here as he ran by.
Trying to see who it's down. It's Schrickle for Hayden. Can't tell who's down for the Cards. It looks like it's just cramping, though. Not necessarily anything to be too concerned about. It is Newt Schreiner getting stretched out. Actually, no, it's Christian Jarrett. He pops back up to his feet. He'll walk off under his own power. That's good to see. Some applause from the Cardinal faithful. And when everything is back underway, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cards. This drive has been almost entirely Errol Seaman, but then that last play, of course, Connor Watson. In motion, Hendrickson. The give to Seaman. Actually, Watson trying to hold on to it. It looks like they couldn't make up their mind. Either way, that both of them brought down. It'll be a very short gain.
Positive yardage, though. You'll just got to keep the drive moving forward, and then even 4th down potentially.
The Cardinals fans, you can feel they're very eager to get into this. They've been cheering for any slight signs of life. Can the Cardinals give them something more to between he and Seaman?
Yeah, the last couple of plays, it's been a great job kind of deciphering looks of who's getting the ball, and Hayden's had some issues with it last couple plays.
2nd and 4 here, right at the edge of the red zone. Looks like another Watson keeper, and I think he's got the first. Indeed he does. 5:50 on the clock. Some good blocking, good running, good cuts. Really has just been number 1 and number 8, but they're getting the job done. The senior tandem. 5:30 to go. It's the both of them running through. It's an Errol Seaman touchdown. And the Cardinals have finally scored here on the year.
Just a run right up the middle.
Do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? that you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
Crable to Watson.
Here is 3rd and 13. The Hayden fans getting pretty loud now. It's going to be a keeper for Watson, and he'll try get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a 4th and 10.
Looks like they'll punt here. Short drive.
Yeah, going to have to punt, unfortunately. Just can't take any chances. Couple different returners back for Hayden. They've got Mitchell and Heinen. Bobbled by Mitchell, and he will recover it. No return, though. 22. 10 seconds left on the clock, so this will certainly be the last play unless it happens to be an incomplete pass. But we are about to get to the 4th quarter here of this game. Cardinals trailing by 3 possessions. Wallmeyer under center. He's got McGivern out wide, and now an extra player will run in late. It's Hanukkah. So now 2 wideouts and a timeout going to be taken by Hayden. There was a lot of confusion there going on with the formation and such. They'll take a break. We'll do the same. Keep it here.
Drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom. Protect pressfreedom.org.
Back here, 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals fans understanding that time is sort of running out here. need a defensive stop, which the Cardinals had a couple crucial stops in the first quarter. But it's been the Hayden offense has gotten into gear, you might say, and they have been hard to stop. 10 seconds is all that's left in this quarter. Same formation before the timeout was taken. McGivern in motion. It's going to be a quick handoff under center and maybe a pickup of 2. That will end the third quarter. So the teams will switch sides 28.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with our delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Get your 4s up. It's the first fourth quarter of the season. The Cardinals trying to fight back into this one. Wallmeyer going to look to throw. He's got a man, and he's got a first and more. Is that McGivern? It is not. It's the fullback, Broderick Desch, the senior who scored a touchdown earlier in this one.
He runs hard right before the end of the third quarter. I mean, he put a good hit on. I didn't see who was in there for Eudora, but he puts his shoulders down and just runs through people.
It was a nice tackle, but Desch with a nice gain beforehand. Now putting his team at the 46-yard line as they try to put this game, maybe what could feel like putting the game to bed.
Man, this would be a statement drive here. It'd put it pretty far out of reach, but.
Here's Mitchell. Pickup of 4. The Cards, I would love to just, if they could keep them, even if maybe they allow a field goal and get the ball and drive down, get one more score, I think you could just come away with some good feelings from this game, because there have been some positives. They've shown some good signs. This was always going to be a tough game. It's all right to not come away victorious here, but you want to come away feeling good for the season, like you're underway and you're confident that you're going to be going how you want to throughout the rest of this season. I think they need a little bit more offensive production to feel that way. Mitchell puts a man on the ground before picking up the first and going out at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and for Eudora, I haven't seen any bad body language out here. You just got to buy into the process that Drew Steffen's preaching to these kids every day at practice, and it all leads up to the game, preparing each week for the game. I mean,
that's a very fair point. None of these players have given up on this game, which is a really good sign that they have belief, they have want, they have expectations for themselves. They're not resigned to have this game be a loss. It's a good point you make, Coop.
It's just the start of a great season. It's a very long season, and you don't work the whole offseason to build up to one game.
Here is Mitchell getting back involved here, and he'll go down at the 30.
Mitchell with the carry. Tackle on the play by Bowser and Hubler.
Colton Bowser, Des Hubler in on the tackle. Under 10 minutes. Hayden taking their time. Here is the snap on the second down play. Wallmeyer wanting to go deep. He's looking for Hanukkah, and it is out of the reach of Hanukkah. Good coverage from Colton Bowser. That'll make it 3rd and 3. And they've had a lot to cover. We mentioned how it's so tough when the quarterback rolls to his left and then you pitch to your right. Add in the fact that they're throwing it in over the top. I mean, it's to steal a baseball term, it's almost a good pitch mix, the way that they they work to the left, the right, over the top. It's you can't be everywhere at once, and the defense have done a pretty good job. Wallmeyer wanting to carry this one. Actually, it's going to be Brady Heinen. Wallmeyer was putting in a good block.
It's Christian Jarrett on the tackle, I believe.
Yep, indeed, Christian Jarrett in on the tackle.
Looks like they're going to be about a yard shy, maybe half a yard shy.
Kept him short of the line to gain, which means it is a 4th down. Cardinals would love to get a stop here. Looks like it's 4th and inches.
Any chance we see a tush push?
We have seen some good involvement by the fullback, Broderick Desch. This is going to be a tough task here for the Cardinals D, but can they stand strong? And a flag comes in. This could be big. I'll tell you. A timeout was taken before the flag. Maybe it was an illegal formation or too many men. Whatever it was, the Hayden coach saw it coming and stopped. That would have been a huge penalty if they could have backed him up to 4th and 6.
Mm-hmm. I just looked over and saw the play clock. It was at 0, and I knew that their Coach Arnold for the Wildcats was going to be trying to get a timeout, as whether he'd get granted or not. It caught a break there.
And that's also good coaching. Give credit where credit's due. Seeing it coming. Play clock was running down. And that's a side effect of when you're in the lead and you want to run out the clock. You got to make sure that the clock doesn't run out on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that caused them to take their second timeout with 8:32 on the clock. 4th and 1. 4th and inches, really.
It's not a better time than now for this Cardinal defense to stand up strong and make a stop.
It is going to be Desch, it would look like. Indeed it is, and Desch leaps over the line, puts a man on the ground, and Van Dong came away with the football, but the referees are blowing their whistles. Coach Steffen can't believe it. It is a Cardinals football, Van Dong. The referee says Cardinal football, which then the question would be, why wasn't he allowed to return it? But even though they didn't make the stop, they have the ball.
He came out of nowhere, and it looked.
Cardinals, but still a very fortunate play to get the stop, get the ball in their hands.
Yeah, he just took that ball away.
What a moment there. I mean, Desch got the first. I thought he was maybe about to go and score because the Cardinals had committed so hard. But instead, the senior, with a rookie mistake, getting the ball ripped out of his hands. And Van Dong, his opposing senior, making an amazing play. So now the Cardinals on 0. And now that recontextualizes everything. Now you look up at the scoreboard, you see 8 minutes left, 28-7, 3 timeouts for the Cards. It's not impossible, Coop. It's not.
It's not. Got a chance. It just got to work quickly and efficiently. Would really like to avoid penalties, and it's got to be a very seamless process here. And you get the ball back. Great defense. So it all starts here with this drive, though.
2nd and 5. 7:40 on the clock. A run to the right side. It was Van Dong. And that inadvertent whistle, not that we shouldn't get caught up on it. It was immediate touchdown for the Cardinals. How?
I want to go more hurry up. They're still huddle. I want to go more hurry up. They're still huddle.
Seniors getting the job done for the Cardinals. Come out. Oh, no, it did. Watson comes away.
Topeka's taking care of the ball well, and
you know, but at least they've got their bullet points. Work on false starts, protecting the ball. but it has been a good performance, but that takes away a lot of the energy, and even more is going to come out here as McGivern is going to get down to the 25.
Preston White taking McGivern down. Nice hustle play.
Just siphons away that opportunity.
Yeah, when Eudora's handing the ball off, they got a trio, a three-headed monster to hand the ball off. I get lost seeing who even has the ball. I see 3 different guys getting tackled because Topeka doesn't even know who fully has the ball. Ball security's first.
You can see Watson on the sideline still shaking his head. So upset at himself. Clock running again. It now runs to under 6 minutes. 1st and 10 from the 25. The immediate give to Mitchell, and wrapped up well, a tandem tackle. It was Bradshaw and Colton Bowser. Do you think that at this point the Cards start punching at the football, or how do you play it at this point?
I mean, you got to. You really have no options. You know, Hayden's going to try and wind the clock as much as they can. They're going to take the play clock down to almost 0, and you only have 3 timeouts, and it's 3 possessions. You got to try and force a fumble or an interception.
A throw here to Mitchell. Mitchell brings it down. He's down inside the 10. Bowser. And a quick throw here and a one-handed grab by the junior Hanukkah. Oh my goodness. What a throw, what a catch.
Wow. Yeah, he had his other hand held down.
I think it was pretty well covered up defensively. I don't think that you can really be upset at the coverage there. Sometimes you just get beat. That is unbelievable. This game is now 34-7. And Becker will make it 35. 5-7 for the Cards. They will get the ball back when we are back here on Eudora Sports Live.
The Burt Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
Back here, 4th quarter. It is a 4-possession game now, so the Cardinals might sort of abandon worrying about the scoreboard at this point, and I think they want to just find those small victories, find the positives to come away with. Also maybe a time to already start working on the things they want to get better at, as this one's going to go out for a touchback. You know, why wait for next week? Try and work on those false starts, that ball protection right here, right now in a game.
Couldn't agree more. This game's out of reach, but just treat this drive as it's 0-0. I mean, 80
starting
yards.
At the 20,
and score on the.
Just worry about the first down marker. Here's Errol Seaman. Pickup of 3 or 4.
For Errol Seaman on the play, tackle for Hayden.
And it's a give here. Whoa, crushing tackle there on Errol Seaman. And he comes away from that one injured. Not surprised, honestly. It was a crushing blow he took after picking up the first down for the big hit. Really almost blindsided Errol Seaman. And he's coming away maybe holding his wrist or shoulder.
That's what you don't want to see in a 35-7 game. You want to keep your starters out there, but also you're running the risk of them being in.
Yeah, and Errol Seaman team, so they would hate to lose him. But Moody has played a good role in the run game here, and he'll get a chance now.
Grayson Moody with the carry. Tackle on a play by Prince.
Now Errol being very ginger with his wrist as he takes a seat at the medical table. Focus back in on the drive here. 2nd and 7, 3:27 to go. Watson takes, he's going to roll to his right, he's looking to run. And he trips up for a second, catches his balance back. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Watson picks up 3 on that play. 3rd and 4 for Eudora.
2:45 left. Out wide is Preston White, near side here. Van Dong in motion. Watson keeps, rolls to his left. Looking downfield, he's got Hagen. Hagen's got a first, and he's past the 50. That'll stop the clock for a moment.
Yeah, first time called Hagen's name tonight. Good job getting involved.
Might have been a Watson keeper.
Believe you're right. Watson keeper, and he's swarmed by a couple of defensive linemen for Hayden.
Couldn't tell then if that was exasperation or maybe a bit of some physical pain from Watson there as he doubled over for a second, looking to the sideline for his next play. It was a loss of 1 there. So with 90 seconds to go, 2nd and 11. 2 out wide. Van Dong is one of them, Preston White the other. Watson going to that side. He's going to look for White.
Oh, nice throw.
And it's brought in. Actually, it was Van Dong that brought it down. Braden Van Dong has showed a lot of energy in this game, including that fumble. You could call it a fumble recovery. It was more of a fumble robbery.
Yeah.
But he has shown a lot of energy in this 4th quarter. Definitely putting the score out of his mind and wanting to make some good plays here as this game winds to a close. 75 seconds left. Clock stopped at the moment. Watson gives to Moody. Moody brought down immediately.
Broderick Desch on the tackle.
Moody on the carry, up for a loss by Broderick Desch. 2nd and 11 for Eudora.
Now under 60 seconds. Coop, you think the Cards might get one last score in here?
Well, I'd like to see him try and go with some urgency here. And at this point, you treat it as a 2-minute drill going into halftime, or treat it as a 2-minute drill in a 1-possession game.
Watson rolls towards Van Dong and White, but he is brought down by Desch. Desch actually also coming away with the ball, but not actually gaining possession for his side. Now 20 seconds to go on this 3rd down play. Maybe one last go at it here for the Cards.
See if they can get the play off.
I think they're going to try to. 4, 3, 2, 1. They do get the snap off. And just to get it to Moody, he only gets maybe 1 yard, and that will do it here. 35-7 is the final score. The Hayden Wildcats begin their season 1-0. The Eudora Cardinals begin their season 0-1. Tough game to drop there. Worries might be with the senior Errol Seaman. There are certainly some things to come away with, positives, some things to come away with as your things you want to put on the whiteboard and make sure you focus on between this Friday and next. We will go into the post-game show, wrap this one up, and preview what is next on Eudora Sports Live, so keep it here for the post-game show.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
I just want to thank everybody in the community for trusting us with the care of their animals, and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
All right, our post-game show here, which is brought to you by Eudora Animal Hospital. Serving pets in Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975, proud supporter of the Eudora Cardinal Athletics. And as we get going on this post-game show, Coop, it's a tough one, of course, to take it's a tough pill to swallow losing your first game in that fashion, 35-7, especially when the defense got off to a really, really good start. Like, as good as you could expect. When the Cardinals first turned it over on that fumble immediately, it seemed like it was a foregone conclusion they were going to give up a touchdown. Instead, they got the fourth down stop, but they really just couldn't turn that into any offensive momentum. And then the second half came around, and the offense picked up some momentum, and the defense lost track of what they had figured out that was stopping the Wildcats. I think really what more accurately what happened is the Wildcats finally got into the groove, figured out how they wanted to play, and they just couldn't handle them. And they slowly but surely came out to a larger and larger lead, and the game just got away from the Cards. I think it was nice to see them get a touchdown out of Errol Seaman, Connor Watson, and he had a really good drive to produce that touchdown. But what are your thoughts on the overall game? What stood out to you? What things? Just speak to the game.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of this game is turnovers. I mean, both teams turned the ball over. Hayden turned the ball over once, but we had 4 turnovers, 3 resulting in lost fumbles. So that is always going to stand out to me. Penalties didn't turn out to be too much of a killer in the second half. Things really got cleaned up. And I just think Hayden played a really good game. They had a game plan coming in, really good play calling, and their players knew the plan and they executed it. I mean, props to them. They ran the ball well. They changed just different looks every play. They kept Eudora on their toes, never knew what the next move was. I mean, it was somebody different getting the ball every time. You couldn't pinpoint one guy that Desh is getting the ball or whoever's getting the ball.
McGivern and Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah, it was but for Eudora, I saw a lot of really bright spots. I mean, we had Earl Seaman, who really good build, and he's strong. A little bit of a scare there at the end of the game, so we'll have to see how that shapes up next week. But he was impressive running the ball strong all night, never giving up, kept churning his wheels. We got Connor Watson, who played a heck of a game at quarterback, whether it was with his legs, extending plays, made some nice throws on the run. And so there were some bright spots running the ball, but anytime it seemed like Eudora was getting down the field, they would fumble or a drive would start. It'd be a penalty that kind of just put them behind the sticks there to start. And just working off of that is hard to do, and it takes the energy out of this stadium. And when Hayden's kind of marching down the field, they were able to take care of the ball, and they were able to run the ball effectively and pass the ball effectively, take care of the ball. And Eudora played a really good ball team tonight, and they just got to set their sights on next week and really work on these things that they saw today and take them into next week and improve on them. It's about trial and error. Don't make the same mistakes twice, so you see what happens here and you move on and you just grow as a team. It's a process. You're not gonna make or break your season in week one. You could win by 50 or lose by 50. It's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah, we saw some big moments. I think if you can add that first quarter defense to the offense that drove down for the Cardinals touchdown, you'll have a really good team, and add in the defense that Van Dong coming away with the fumble. There was a good kick return. There were, in every aspect of the game, there was a moment of really good football for the Cards. And if they could just capture that in a bottle and make that how they play throughout an entire 4 quarters, they will be just the same team that we saw last year, maybe even better. Some really good moments from Watson, from Seaman, from Van Dong. Some good defense by Bowser. There were a lot of good players making good tackles, but Bowser was really all over the place. Preston White, the triple team catch by Christian Jarrett was phenomenal. So some really, really big moments, and if they can capture that over the rest of this season, they will be doing just fine. And next week, there are some, it looks nice on the horizon. You never want to jinx anything, of course, but Bonner Springs is the opponent next week. Over the last 2 years, the Cardinals have beat Bonner Springs by a combined score of 110-15. So hopefully they will have a good week for that next week's game. When we're back, we will give you the Who's Smokin' player of the game from Barbed Wire Barbecue, so keep it here on the postgame show.
Nash Center has been serving Douglas County since 1950. We offer a wide range of behavioral health services for youth and their families, including individual, family, and group therapy, parent support, case management, and medication services. Reaching out can be a difficult step, but it's a crucial first step. Contact us at 785-843-9192 or visit our website at burtnash.org. Our team is here for your team.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome back here to our Eudora Animal Hospital post-game show, and as promised, we will give you that player of the game, brought to you by Barbed Wire Barbecue. Enjoy the best barbecue in Douglas County at Barbed Wire Barbecue. For menu options, carry out, online orders, and more, visit their website, barbedwirebarbecue.com. And Cooper, I will give you the honors of selecting our player of the game, but I am going to limit you to 2 options. The option A is Errol Seaman, who had a phenomenal game, including the touchdown. He was really the primary factor for the Cardinals offense when they were moving really well. And then Braden Van Dong, who was on both sides playing really well. He had a few receptions on offense, some good blocks, and of course the fumble, which did give the temporary but very real life to this game for the Cards, and I think is a major positive going forward, just to know your defense has got your back. They can make those big plays, and you can rely on them. So, Cooper, you go ahead and make that choice.
Yeah, I mean, both guys had a great game, even though the scoreboard doesn't show that, or maybe not even the stats. Their heart and leadership they put out there on the field between Braden Van Dong and Errol Seaman, they're going to be called upon multiple times by head coach Drew Steffen this season to be vocal leaders of this team in the locker room, on the field, in the classroom, just setting the standard for Eudora. But both of these guys are viable options and probably will be every week. I mean, you got Connor Watson in there too. But I think Earl Seaman, I go ahead and give the player of the game just with how he ran the ball and was a relentless force to be taken down. There wasn't one person on Hayden that could take him down. It would take two, it would take three, it might even take four. It takes the whole team to bring him down, and he's got a good build at, what do we got here? There it is. 6'1", 200 pounds. I mean, that's a pretty big running back build for how he moves, and showcased it tonight, made a couple defensive plays. But if you
hopefully he's all right with his wrist. Of course, you saw that was bothering him. But, yeah, he played a really nice role today, and Van Dong worthy of a shout-out as well. Yeah, so it'll be Bonner Springs next week. You can come right back, same place, Varsity Sports Live. It'll be right here. I'll be calling that one with Hayden Harves, who is running camera for this game. So, Cooper, this is at least for now, your sign-off here, right? But it has been great calling with you here, and excited to have the season underway. Of course, we said wasn't the game you want, but it is the sport that we want. It is the energy that we want. Friday Night Lights, they are finally back. We are underway here, and it is I'm excited for the rest of this season here, no doubt.
Absolutely. I'm going to keep tuned in, and hopefully I can make it back out here later on this season. And best play-by-play in the biz here, Reed McAvoy. Hayden about to take over doing color, and I think you guys got it covered. I don't see any reason for me here, but bright season ahead here for this Eudora team. A lot to look forward to, and we just had the first look at it tonight. Really tough football team, and better days ahead.
Well, thank you very much. And just a quick comment here. It looks like Errol Seaman might be getting in a car on the track here. You want to show that, Hayden? So we won't show too much of that anymore because we don't want to violate anybody's privacy. But that's some extra cause for concern, especially considering we had thought it was his wrist. So interesting that they might have to transport him out of here in an emergency fashion. But that will wrap it up here. We've got one last set of commercials, but that will do it here for Eudora Sports Live. We will see you back next week. Football is back.
On his head. Oh, a headband. That's a headband. It almost looks like cellophane, like shrink wrap. They have all the way wrapped around him. They've got his arm wrapped up and they've got it supported over his shoulder. That doesn't look good. Dude is very injured. He had like 3 or 4 different injuries, which I talked to him about. Is his rushing style even? I don't know. He came into last year with an injury that was nagging him. And then he got a concussion at one point, broke a finger at another point, pulled something. It was senior now, yeah. He was a junior last year. But this is not the first time. So. Yeah, I don't know of anything like this. It's always been something where he could carry on. This like really not looking good. I mean, if you're separated shoulders, I'll say if you're walking out in the sling, it doesn't make me optimistic for at least the next week, if not. But they don't need it next week. They really don't. I mean, unless Bonner had. Oh, I hate Bonner. Hold on for the most ridiculous recruiting you've ever heard of. Yeah, say unless they.
At barbedwirebarbecue.com.
Eudora Parks and Recreation is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. Their goal is to provide recreational